morning, children. How are you today, huh? You little bastards. And the worst part is, I dreamed I got up on time and fucking got everything done. And I woke up and it was 10:30. No. That's what I like to hear, protagonist. Slavish devotion without a thought of yourself. I should start a cult. The trick will be managing it in a way that does all the shitty stuff that, like, people seem to want, but in a way that, like, helps them grow. Because that's, you know, you don't... You gotta get people to fucking develop a little, you know? This is way cooler music than a fucking soccer fucking management sim deserves. Correcto! Correcto! I don't know what this means. Like, I don't think any of this is like, let's just play a game of soccer. That's the problem. God. Wrong, fuck you. Pushing the wrong goddamn button. I just want to escape PC Futbol. Don't smile at me like that, Michaela Robinson. The worst part is, like, because I've done a lot of fucking reading on cults, and it really does seem like the thing that attracts people is the shittier parts of it, you know? Like, it's the need for certain neurochemicals that are almost like a drug. And you only get those from, like, the worst parts of, like, cluster behavior. Do love open wide for some soccer. Oh, is he in it again? Hell yeah! I love, because, like, the actual football being played is, like, at the bottom left, you know? There's all this other stuff. You can call football on the fucking phone via the internet. It's pretty swish. Oh, yeah, but I mean, like, it's a lot of the world's problems are issues to do with social instincts that A, people are generally blind to because the need for a sense of self requires it, and, you know, B, like a lot of issues, aren't equipped to deal with this level of abundance, you know? Like, normally, you know, you'd maybe feel a little bad if you know, saw someone doing better than you, because you'd see, like, maybe one person in your kin group, you know, doing better than you. You weren't exposed to, like, insane, you know, hyper versions of these signals bombarding you constantly. It's a little like, you remember that thing about the penguin that, like, fucking got a hard-on for the anime girl penguin and then just wouldn't leave it alone? No es correcto! Well, fine. I want to play you anyway. You know. Like, we didn't get a lot of fucking sugar in the hunter-gatherer days. You know, you'd find honey, maybe. Like, even the fruits that we call sweet today, you know, those things wild aren't good. And so, sugar being like, yeah, it's great, it's fucking energy. Fantastic. Love sugar. Get as much of it as you can. And now we can just, like, fucking grow that shit, refine it down to crack, and put it in everything. And we're not ready for that. Like, you can't just rely on your, regular monkey brain to fucking help you deal with the abundance of sugar. I don't like the generalization that everyone's vulnerable, because not everyone is. That's a simple reality. Like, everyone can fall for this stuff. That's not true. It's always this thing of, like, there's a defensiveness where people don't want to look egotistical. And largely because they don't want to maybe one day wind up looking foolish. And it's like, no, hold yourself to a higher standard. Because you can say this about, like, damn near any fucking negative personality trait. And, we don't all cut in line. I don't think everyone cuts in line. No, I don't. You do. Because you're a piece of shit. I expect better. You should expect better from yourself. You should feel bad if you do something that's against what you think you should be doing. Bare minimum. Like, I think, if you think it's bad when someone else does it, maybe don't do it yourself. Nombre, Athletic Club de Bilbao. Finally, I got a fucking, high-resolution picture of this guy. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know if I've got any people from, like, Spain. La informática abre nuevos y sorprendentes posibilidades en los amantes del fútbol. Well, that's the problem. See, I'm inclined to think that they can be fixed. But there's also good evidence that some of this is look, it's one of those things. You talk about problems being, like, biological. And, like, people will always take biological or normal or something like that to be immutable and unchangeable. And that's not accurate. When I'm really fucking hungry and I see someone eating, like, a big roast chicken, there's a little piece of my brain that just goes, grab it and run off eating it. And I don't do that because I'm not a fucking idiot. The human controls the fucking, ape part. So the idea that something, diagnosing a problem as being innate doesn't mean it's irreparable. It doesn't mean it's like, well, this is going to happen, so we shouldn't bother doing anything about it. Because, like, there is evidence that some of these problems are to do with things that, like, are innate biological, brain differences and neurochemical differences. Like an enhanced, a kind of, like, jumpy amygdala. And things like that. But, to go, well, that means we can't fix it. Oh, well, it's like, well, no, that's just lazy. I mean, keeping people from getting exposed to lots of lead would probably be a good start. There's probably where I'd kick a few things off. Historia, base de datos. Seguimiento. Info Futbol. Liga Manager. League of my balls. Oh, Lord. Look at this shit. Database. This is a game for some people. I mean, part of it is, a lot of that kind of need to feel like, it's funny too, because you'll see things like advertise themselves as that, as though it's a good thing. Like, wouldn't you like to feel, like you're part of something bigger? That's like, that's a vulnerability. That's a problem that you should be seeking to fix. I mean, like, I'm always going to howl about the necessity of, like, particularly, early childhood education, the utility of a very well-funded, very strong public education system. But there are traps. You know, it's a little like seeking enlightenment, you know. The desire to get off the wheel is itself a desire. And you got to think about that when you're doing anything to fix a problem, you know? Because it's real easy to turn all of this into a cult. Well, at least we're out of the fucking Spanish Football League sims and into... Oh, fuck me. Is it football again? Goal is goal. Goal is goal. I think this one has... A lot of these games sound like Mega Drive Road Rash. I wonder if this is at least a game, or if it's a fucking... Australia? Alright, let's watch a friendly computer match. Oh, I think this is an actual soccer video game. That's nice. That makes a fun change. I don't even know who Australia is. Alright, fucking... I don't know, one of these cunts. Just like being there. Okay, so goal means goal. Turn it up to fucking hear the cool Eurobeat music, and then I get fucking half deafened by fucking Pauly Shore. Ooh. A jigsaw where all the pieces are rectangles is not exactly what I'm gonna call, you know, an amazing sim. There's a manual for this? What the fuck? PC Jigsaw is an educational game of skill and intelligence. It starts out by drawing an image on the screen, and then it shuffles around the pieces. The object of the game is to assemble the pieces to match the original image on the screen. You can use the keyboard or the mouse. That is fucking insane. Hi. Are you an alien who has never seen jigsaws? Welcome to Earth. Have the worst example of a jigsaw available. Oh, Christ. Just let me get through this fucking PC of goddamn... I mean, probably. Christ, man, I don't know. I don't even know what that was. Like, it's just not a good sign when the game has to specify that it's for a personal computer, you know? Like, what the fuck else is it gonna be in 1985? The fridge? Default, please. Oh, wait, nope. I wonder what the fucking whack the fucking crap out of it button is. Oh, okay. Ooh, I got one. I mean, like, it's smooth, at least. So that's a positive. I feel like, though, I'd be better at pool if I had, like, some kind of laser-guided geometry system, you know? I mean, I can't. Alright, okay. I wonder how I change the speed. I don't think that was my guy. Oh well. Now I'm gonna have to pull down my pants and run around the table. Okay. PC pool challenges. Challenge your friends or the computer to a colorful game of straight pool or 8-ball. Enjoy realistic sound and action. We finally figured out how to make clink noises on the PC. Are you ready for your plink noises? Spacebar. I think we're using a spacebar now, you know. Escape being start just still fucks with me. Aha. Alright, so that's... If I push Z, I fucking do my little... And then I go, like, position. Alright. I didn't do shit. Also, I didn't hear any fucking clink noise. What fucking sound? Fucking liars. I gotta get through this PC section today or I'm gonna be fucking broken by tomorrow. Alright, look, fingers crossed. Okay, let's just get into it. If we're lucky, this will be a top-down, because that has a chance of being actually fun. A first person. You know, probably won't be as fun, but you know. There we are. Oh, steady on. Oh, could be a top. Ah, yes, it's over top. I feel like I could stand to be pulled. Oh, I crashed. Like, I feel like I could stand to be, you know, pulled out a little bit more, you know? Oh, fuck. Well, how am I supposed to know that's... Ah, look. Oopsie, oopsie. Oh, fucking... Who puts logs there, right? Who's doing log... Ah, fuck. That means nothing to me. Like, just look out is not helpful. Ah, fuck, that's what I mean.
3, 2, 1, go!
Like, this is just close to good. I feel like it actually is. Oh, fucking you fucking winch. Like, I feel like this actually really is like a direct, as you know, copy of Overtop or fucking, you know, Neo Geo Rally as they can fucking manage. Like, I suppose they're using the, you know, camera proximity to simulate, like, you know, the difficulty of knowing what's coming. You gotta use, like, the fucking your little buddy that helps you, you know, your navigator chum. Fuck. Maybe that just means I'm about to hit whatever the fuck it is in the road, you know. But sometimes there's stuff dead in the middle. Oopsies. Yeah, I was on me. I pranked it. Who spilled Fanta? Fuck. I mean, it's not great, but it's... Oh, it's not awful, you know? Like, the sad thing is that'll probably be the best game we play today. PC Selection. Española de Futbol. Eurocopa. Fuck! Okay, let's go look at the fucking... let's go compare that to the Neo Geo. Where are we? Is it Overtop? I'm pretty sure it is over. No, that's right. Overtop. I think it's Neo Rally or something. No, Neo Drift Out. Yeah, there we are. Yeah. Let's look at this game when it's like working 100%. I mean, pretty like there's less. Funnily enough, there's less stuff, you know? Like, there is just less stuff, like, on the road and shit. What the fuck? Watch out! Must be set to some weird fucking... Not... Alright. Okay, well, gonna have to fucking sort that out later. Take my word for it. It's better and more fun. Hey! You know what's not better or fun? Europe must be destroyed. Or at least just have it politely explain to them that soccer sucks. And it's not okay to like it this much. It's just not. Correcto! Correcto! I do like correcto. Yeah, I was probably right about Japan then too. You fucking baby raper! Oh god. I mean, A, that is haunting. Computer, enhance! D-hance, enhance, D-hance, enhance, D-hance, enhance. Alright, that's enough hance. Oh, God. I don't think the female reproductive system needed to be so heavily featured. Willkommen. Alright. Okay. Okay. Alright. The fatty deposits are an unsurmountable barrier to all cells and bacteria. Only Mickey can cross them, and if desired, pick them up with the Enter key. Wait, what that say? Fucking goddamn it. Why am I a worm in a hat picking up fat? Like, I don't think this is... This pill will give you extra points. Okay. Okay, I'm a microbe. They eat the bacteria. Okay, so I gotta like fucking go around and mark shit or something. Oh, fucking no. Oh boy. Give me your fat. I generally think if you're going to make an educational game, you want to make the game itself very, very, like, basic. Because you want the children learning the educational part, not the game, you know? I think it's a very good idea to have kids sitting around having a fucking, like, alright, well now I understand how to play PC Bacterien, but I don't know anything else. PC Fender! We're almost there, we're getting through it. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, this program's public domain. Uh-huh. Alright. This uses like the numpad, and I don't want to use the numpad. Oh, wait, oh, whoop. The fuck? Why am I down there all of a sudden? Hey, hey, hey. Ah, okay, right. So there's an acceleration button. Why am I going that way now? Alright, left is right and right is left. Remember that. Because I won't. This is that Atari game where you're trying to stop fucking abductions again. But, you know, terrible. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, what the fuck is that? PC Fender. Oh, God. I mean, what is this, backgammon? Doesn't this just translate to bum onion? What the fuck's that about? Please, free sentient software. PC backgammon. You don't have a pile of old Turkish dudes to play the game with. At least knockoff games like into the 90s were a little like, you know, put a bit more effort into just not being exactly the thing they were knocking off, you know? Oh yeah, fuck, go down, you fucking minge. Using the fucking D-pad, how do you fuck that up? Ah, crap. I mean, it's like at least functional, so. $34.95? What was $34.95 in... Someone go to an inflation calculator and find out what $34.95 was in fucking, you know, 1982 money. Because that can't have been cheap. Yeah, I can't escape Pac-Man and I can't escape fucking Tetris. And it's just, like... You know, it's not like two guys fighting, you know? Which you can argue at least is something that also happens in reality. Like, you can just see two guys fight. That's just, you know, that's a thing. At no point am I saying, like, am I walking along and just going, oh, look, a naturally occurring Tetris. Okay, PC Monopoly. Oh, boy. This will be fucking another one that has, like, just the barest hint of graphics. Yeah, pretty much. Like, they pull fucking Pac-Man Inside Out. Yeah, that ain't right. You know? Like, that was like a fucking peak game. You know, well, I gotta save up, gotta work real hard to earn the $116 required to buy and enjoy PC Man. At least 106. Like, if I buy a $116 game today, I at least get ray tracing. I mean, shit. $116 would be like fucking what are you doing? What is this? Twin Peaks? You know, I mean, shit. If you gave me a $116 budget to buy some shit on like Steam or whatever the fuck, I could get you like, you know, easily hundreds upon hundreds of hours of excellent games. Or, you know, you could buy one of the fucking good games and have it come with a statue. Yeah, it'll be somewhere in the 100. Like, this is what I mean when I talk about, like, you know, how expensive video games and shit used to be in Australia. Like, games, there was SNES games, the cheapest SNES games were like $90. Like, Australian in, you know, like 1993. I know some of the third party ones would get up to like 110. I don't know why, but you know. Okay. Like 110 and like it's like almost double, you know. Shit was pricey. Okay. time for another silhouette, mother. Oh, this is just Mastermind or some shit. Bulls, cows. Like, the idea of trying to build a local industry would be, like, not the worst one in the world if you had, like, anything else sorted out, you know? Like, that's the kind of thing you want to do when you've got some basic civilization down. Of course it ends in PC Tris. I mean, you know... Instructees! Gevorder... Fucking... Oh, fucking... Hey, stop it, stop it, stop it. No. I didn't know there was a Nest Sherlock Holmes. Just walk around kicking shit. I hate the first game we get after all this shit is something called Shootin Pete. Okay. Oh, yes. I hear what the sound is. Sure. This is a bowling game for up to 4 players. Players take turns bowling, and the computer will keep score using standard scoring rules. Up-down keys, position the ball in the lane. Press the enter key. Alright. I don't think you should be able, like, you know, press left the right arrow key to start the ball curving. It's like, I'm not fucking, you know, telekinetic. Alright, Jean Grey. Yeah, fast, slow, whatever. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't expect this. This is amazing. I love how the pins just dissolve. They don't knock into each other, which, you know, okay, they probably don't, you know, it's not exactly about to get, like, fucking the physics going, but still. Okay. So this isn't PC Challenge, it's just P Challenge. What the fuck's that? Guess we'll never know. Okay. Alright. Wonder what this is. Watch it be an action platformer with a little, like, animal character. You know? Just to make fun of me. Just to mock me. Just to lay the final boot into this day. What the fuck? Alright. Okay. Digital... F1 change? Does that mean, like, change, like... Up rotation, down drop. Yeah, there we go. That's sensible. Am I gonna get, like, am I being fucked with here? scooch. I gotta pull off the scooch. Can I scooch? Hey. Scooch. I mean, at least this has some music going for it. Look at that. I'm just making life harder for myself here. I'm not smart enough to pull this off. Just give me a bit. Fucking thank you. I'm pretty sure that was a Bill and Ted soundbite. Okay. Shootin' Pete. Is this gonna be like the Wolfenstein engine or something? I get those vibes from this. Alright, just jumping straight into it. Alright. Huh. Okay, it's a fucking, it's not like... That's bang. Okay. Penis! I got hit by the peas. I mean, it's not... What's that gonna do? I don't like the look of that. How did I get a new Pete? Oh, fuck. Got some kind of like fucking deal. That's close. You know, that's on the edge, because it's not very good, but like... I mean, look, ripping off Pang is... There's worse places to start. Ah, fuck it, I'll leave it. Oh, there's a boss. Alright. That gets it over the line. Why would you call a lobster peach? This reminds me, a friend of mine had a kid who named their fish Razor Brett Turbo, which I think about a lot. The funniest things about all those stupid libertarian encampments is they slowly work their way back to just how society has to function, because their necessity is built into the complexity of managing large human systems that they're just too stupid to fucking perceive. Okay. Alright, no, that did. Ow! Fuck. You know, I had higher hopes for this than I like this. It's one of those games that doesn't have... Oh, fuck me. Like, it's got separate buttons for everything, like, because you can't push 2 buttons at once. So, like, jump diagonal is like the fucking right shoulder button. Which is just horrendous. This is not good. I'm still stuck on calling a lobster peach. Fingers crossed. Fingies crossed. Alright. I wonder who Tiffany was. Once a peaceful and happy place, now it lies in... my dreams! Okay. Alright. Well, time to get your shit together, Peach. Okay. Alright. Alright, well, I don't appear to have any attacks yet, but... There's a guy saying boing. Alright. Alright, don't know what that does. The important thing is this is better than fucking, you know, Peach the Lobster. So... Look at that. Knockback that explains to me what's occurring. That, like, fucking, yeah, credit. Whoever made this is, like, better at making games already. Okay, so... Can I pick you up? Why does it make that noise? Am I supposed to do something else, maybe? Like, is there some other little puzzle element I've lost here? None of the buttons seem to do anything. Use. Okay. Switch item. Alright. Haven't got any of those yet. Okay. So maybe... Now, those actually hurt, so I don't know what those are about. Well. It does feel... it does feel like a tie to a failed webcomic. Right, so I am supposed to use those together. Oh, what the fuck does that shit do? Alright, so I can... Now, see, yeah, now I can boost the sheep. More bounce sounds should just be someone saying boing. Yeah. Just eats my shit. You motherfucker. Oh no. The power of friendship. Stop being in the middle there, you stupid things. Don't go over there. That's annoying. Fucking... Like, if it sits there, it's only going to go one direction. Like, I can't... Maybe if I do it... Oh. Alright.
Cool.
Okay. Finally. Let's bomb Pearl Harbor. Oh no, run. Friendship. Uh-huh. Ah, my frames! Fuck me. That game shames your ancestors. Alright, look. Speaking of things that look like tie-ins to fucking webcomics, why is it called P? Execute P. Alright. This is an ad for a game that I'm not allowed to play. Which sucks. That was fun. Alright, let's install Urine. Okay, yeah, default, like... Alright, that just does nothing. Alright. Turn off the fucking extra... Where are we? Okay. Come on, PP. I'll toss my fucking salad. Fuck you. Eat shit, you fucking minge. Okay, maybe less XMS memory. Maybe just a little zealous. Go to default. Sometimes that happens too. Sometimes it'll just freak the fuck out because you're like too powerful, you know? See? That's what it was. I was too powerful. Family Pro. P. P on your family. Well, bringing a post-Sonic age here. How are we going to compete with Sonic the Hedgehog? I know. Piss the Rat. Brilliant. I'm promoting you to King of South Korea. That explains nothing. It has to be P. Oh. Okay. Oh, what the f- It's a brawler? What was that? Some kind of attack. Fucking alright, that's not. It's like sort of functional. It's not great, but it's like. Got some kind of. What? Alright, I'm supposing. Alright, I just have one. That's some kind of fucking attack. I don't know. There's a meter for something, you know. Ow. I threw my candy. Cracker. Jumpsy? There's little coherence to this game. Alright. Ah, that uses health. Okay. Awa. Edge. Like, it's sort of functional. It's not great. Fighting just a magic orb that's like cheating. I'm getting pretty sick of this, P. That's fucking weird, man. I think I'll keep that just for. I can't get rid of a brawler starring a fucking, I don't know, squirrel called P. I just can't. Who's P? You know, like, was that an actual character, or was that someone just trying to come up with some shit? Your name being Raymond Booty is just a bit unfortunate. Booty. Oh, look. How dare you, Booty? Right, Booty. Yeah, Pooh's unfortunate. There's P and Gity special. Like, where the fuck's that? Oh, fuck you, come back here. I don't want to delete this. 'Cause it's got like several fucking meg more of shit. Which, you know. What? I'll deal with that when I come to it. When we were waiting to go see the movie in the theater, like Terminator 2, like part of the marketing of it was like everywhere you looked, you'd just see T2 Judgment Day, T2 Judgment Day, T2, like everywhere. It was a marketing juggernaut. And as we were waiting to go see the film, like outside of fucking, you know, Dad's waiting for, you know, him to come out to the fucking car, my cousin just, in a moment of silence, said "Pee-poo judgment gay," and that just went into a wrinkle in my brain to the point where I just have to accept it's a lot easier for me to accept that I'm just gonna think it every time I think of anytime something reminds me of Terminator. It's just "Pee-poo judgment gay." It's just like a fucking reflex. It's gonna happen. Don't resist it. Pee-poo judgment gay. Don't know what that meant. Alright. Okay. Alright, I don't... Oops. Okay, I thought I could stand on those. I looked like I could stand on the... Okay, the dark ones are ones that are in the background. Which I feel like this whole bit was like a test of that, you know? I mean, this could be worse. Got a little apple, you know? I'm a chicken that looks like it's on some kind of meth, which is probably not great for it. Meth. I bet that would have killed me if I'd touched it. What does that do? Probably nothing, Gabriel. This feels like it was made with the same shitty home game maker engine as like I Want to Be the Guy. Oh. Banana. Ow. Why was that level clear? Whatever. I think I'll leave that. I feel like this whole section is there's just been a dearth of like footage, which is interesting. Yeah, I'm not calling it a sulcus when like the thing that lives in there is Pee-poo judgment gay. Then it's a brain wrinkle. Okay. Alright. Well, I sure look to be in a tower of penguins. Oh shit. Alright. Ah. Aha! Ah. This is strange. Weirdly graphic deaths and at the same time not fucking. That kind of sucks. I don't want to be in the Penguin Tower. Fuck it, that's a tomorrow problem. I really have to pee, but there's no fucking point in taking a pee break now and coming back to just go, alright, fuck you, and leaving. TV shows used to do that. Like, they'd have an ad break between, like, the fucking end of the episode, basically, and then the tag. You know, like, the little, like, you know, tune in next week for more fucking Frasier, and then it'd just be, that'd be it. And you sat around watching a fucking ad break just to fucking get that. And it wasn't even, like, the fucking, you know, they'd do this with just shows that had, like, you know, Frasier would usually have something going on over the credits. You know, there'd be, like, a little kind of tag gag that they'd throw in there. So at least you kind of got like, oh yeah, you know, there's Martin staring at Eddie and having like a battle of wits. And instead of just be like, yeah, there's some fucking credits. And the fucking, you know, Everybody Loves Raymond theme. I don't know how that show got so popular. It's so beige. Goddamn awful Ray Romano. The only interesting thing about him is he has one of those accents that sounds like a dude trapped inside a mute trumpet. Only interesting thing about him. Stand-up's terrible. So fucking boring. That was one of those days that was just a tad fucking draining, you know. But, like, there were one or two little things. There's one or two that just sort of helped you survive. A Brawler starring P. Can't argue too much with that. P. They did make a joke about the Mae Young Mark Henry thing, which I actually think was genuinely funny, like years after the fact, where like a guy dressed as a hand showed up as like the kid who'd like grown up after 15 years. I mean, though, like, beige in comparison even to other sitcoms. You know, like, Seinfeld wasn't beige. Seinfeld himself is, but the show definitely wasn't. I mean, like, you know, even Friends. Like, Everybody Loves Raymond has so much more in common with like the also ran forgotten sitcoms like, you know, Empty Nest and other shit like that, you know. Like it was weird to see that take off after like things like, you know, Seinfeld and Friends ended. And I really feel like that's probably the only reason why. I feel like if it had been like, you know, in some level of direct competition like a meaningful sense, it would have just gotten shellacked and ended after like, I don't know, 2 seasons. But because there was just everyone was just like, "Ah, there's nothing to watch." It's just like, well, here's Ray Romano. I mean, you could watch Arrested Development, but motherfuckers. All right. Okay. How we doing? Hey, look at that. Paid members is up to 1531 a month. Good on you. It used to be fucking 1520. So pat on your back, whatever mutants of you fucking signed up in the interim or upped the fucking donation. Good on you. It's things like that and the P Brawler that keep me doing things like this. And just a incredible tolerance for pain. Oh, there we go. Well, it's all demonized, so the rest of you can go fuck yourselves then. You know. Don't make me start a cult. Frasier was structurally, like, Frasier was at its core, a fairly solid farce. Like, there is a lot of genuinely, genuinely funny fucking shit in Frasier. And, like, the comedy structure of it is incredibly vaudevillian and simple. You know, there was a lot in Frasier that was genuinely funny. Same with a lot of these sitcoms. Like, a lot of them, like, had solid fucking jokes. Even fucking Everybody Loves Raymond managed a few decent episodes. Like, there was a whole one where, like, his mother finally returned to sculpting after, years of having, just not done it because she was being, like, a housewife. And the first thing she sculpts is just this fucking incredibly yonic vulva sculpture that everybody can see is exactly that except her. And it makes everybody uncomfortable. And that's a funny idea. Like, imagine your fucking, like, kind of doddering grandma-ish mum going, "Oh, look, dear, I've finally gotten back into a creative, endeavor." And you're like, "Oh, that's nice." And, like, you don't really, you're maybe not all that directly interested in it, but it makes your mum happy, and that's fine. And then all she's doing is, like, drawing things that to your eye are very clearly vaginas. And you're like, just having to cope with that. Like, that's a funny concept. The PJs was funny. Yeah, that was another one that was like, it was in that like so many of those shows that like came out in the animated explosion in the 90s were actually like fairly solid. There are a few real bad ones, particularly when you get sort of more into the 2000s, you get real fucking turds. There were a few early Simpsons ripoffs, or not ripoffs exactly, but like attempts at doing something that just weren't very good, but they usually all lasted one season and then vanished. But I mean, like, Oblongs has only got like about a season in it, and it's still pretty funny. I'm seeing people referring to undergrads on Twitter at the moment, which is really funny. I mean, that was a fucking blink and you'll miss it fucking series. It had some solid fucking jokes in it, though. Drew Carey show was good. Like, I stand by Drew Carey show. It was a sitcom that actually that was like, ah, good, Drew Carey's on. Because yeah, he did a lot of weird shit. Like the whole like having episodes that were just live and doing like his whose line is it anyway like games with the episodes. And it was a little weird. Like it allowed itself to be a little fucking strange, and have at least some degree of like personality and taste. Home movies, yeah. Home movies is kind of timeless though. A little bit like Dr. Katz, you know. Like Dr. Katz was just a good idea. Like we're gonna have Jonathan Katz do kind of his these little family, bits, his interstitials between basically just comedians coming in and doing, chunks of their routine that we animate. Like that's just a really I'm surprised there's not another series of that, you know? Like they did a live version to kind of wrap up some of the story, but Dr. Katz is one of those shows I think you could just like start back up, have the characters, have aged 20 fucking years and it would be good. Just do that thing again where you just get, comedians on the way up, some famous ones come in, do a bit, you know. I do recommend watching Dr. Katz if no one's watched it. PJ's has one of my favorite jokes in it, actually, where just the kids, I don't know, go off on some fucking, adventure and, wind up missing, and like Eddie Murphy's character and the other dads in the project are like, all right, we're gonna go fucking, look for him, and then, they go, well, shouldn't worry too much. They're still in the neighborhood. They can't have gone too far. And as they mention, like, the sort of safety of the neighborhood, they all go quiet for a second while you can hear, like, just the chaos going on in the background of, like, glass shatter, a police siren, some gunshots, a dog bark, and then a woman scream, my baby, my baby. And one of the characters at the my baby, just looks off camera and goes, shut up. Just so fucking funny, just real casual, just shut up. This woman screaming, my baby, my baby. I think they mentioned home movies, like, the character in it sort of pops up. I can't remember where I'm fucking in something else, but he's just working in a video store. Yeah, amazing screw-on heads. Another tragedy, tragically. I mean, honestly, there are at least. I mean, if you haven't watched them, really go watch Look Well and Heat Vision and Jack. Like Heat Vision and Jack, I maintain should be at least a Netflix movie because both of them are still alive. Look Well is a tragedy because it's what Conan O'Brien and fuck, god damn it, I've forgotten his name and I love him to death. The guy who did Triumph, that does Triumph the Insult Comic Dog. God, it's gonna drive me nuts. I'm a huge fan. Whatever, it's him. It's Conan and him, and it was between Saturday Night Live and the show, the Tonight Show. I think it's in a weird gap. It's either between Simpsons and Saturday Night Live, or Saturday Night Live and The Simpsons, or Simpsons and Conan. Anyway, it's a detective show starring like fucking Adam West as a guy who played a detective on like the third-rate fucking Columbo knockoff kind of thing, and it is beautifully funny, so fucking good. And Heat Vision and Jack is amazing as well. I wish to fuck. Heat Vision and Jack, actually, one of the reasons why it's so good is it's written by fucking, what's the actual talented one that did fucking Rick and Morty? Also did Community. I'm spacing on names. But he wrote it, and so it's actually funny. They're both on YouTube. I recommend them tremendously, but like it's one of those real heartbreakers where you watch, particularly Look Well. You watch Look Well, it's like, man, if this just got like a season, like even just one season. Robert Smigel, that's it. Yeah, The Nice Guys as well. Such a fucking good movie. I saw that at the fucking cinema. Such a good movie. Nice Guys should be like what Columbo was back in the day. It's just like 2 telemovies a year kind of thing. It's not like a regular season of 1 hour episodes. Just every year there's just 2 movies of the nice guys. They can film them at once. Okay? It's possible. It's feasible. Dan Harmon, that's it, yeah. Yeah, so Dan Harmon wrote fucking Heat Vision and Jack. And again, I do recommend watching Heat Vision and Jack. Alright. So, I mean, that thinking of those things gets me back to that point of like, people don't appreciate how good shit is now, you know? This was what it used to be. You'd find out about something decades after it was fucking cancelled, and there just wasn't anything like it, you know? You'd maybe get a season if you were lucky of something interesting and strange, but usually it's just like you'd read about it, and then years later you'd get to see it, and it's like it's this one perfect gem of look well, and that's it, you know? Oh well. Go watch Look Well. It's good. And remember, watch my show, or I'll bash your fucking kids.